What a scene, a spectacle, a cavalcade of dancing lights trying to hype this crowd into a frenzy, and it's working because they know what a huge matchup is in store. Welcome to the home of the Florida Gators, Ben Hill Griffin Stadium, better known as the Swamp, as we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Florida State Seminoles, taking on the 15th ranked team in the land, the Florida Gators. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. And the Seminoles will kick it away to start us off. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Florida's offense will take the field first. And guys, this was an interesting, if not confounding, experience to watch last year. We'd seen Florida State's issues all season, but it really felt as if the changing of the guard happened with the way the Gators just dismantled them.
It was a very sloppy game from Florida, too, even though they got the dominant win on the road. And funny, thinking back to that game, David, maybe the play of the year for DJ Lagway. Do you remember that time he threw the D lineman off him that was going to get a sack, was able to run out to the right, find a completion? That was big man strength by a young true freshman quarterback, and a big reason why I know Gator fans are excited for this one.
Yeah, and these two teams couldn't have had more opposite seasons. Both started really struggled out the gates, but Florida really turned it around, and you could feel the momentum going the other direction. Florida State, they flat jumped off a cliff. I mean, it was awful. They ended up having more inches of snow in their stadium than they did wins a year ago. This rivalry means something. We got to get the best out of Florida State.
Wants to throw. It's Lagway. Right on target this time. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. Few teams improved over the second half of last season as much as Florida. And Jesse, the biggest reason, the play of the young quarterback, DJ Lagway.
He was just unflappable a year ago, Reese, as a true freshman. You saw that on the field, but even in my time sitting down and meeting with him, he just has a poise and a demeanor and a confidence that you don't see very often in college. This is a different type of dude, and they're expecting him to take the next level, and with that, this program carrying it on his shoulders.
And a decent game there before the defense makes the stop. Guys, let's chat about Florida. Breaking into the top 15 is one step closer to the college football playoff. You've made it this far. The dream is within reach. Question becomes, will they take the next step, Jesse?
You got to keep winning. Now when we're talking about this team, you're hearing college football playoff in the same sentence because of where they're ranked in the top 15. So, David, as they move forward, they've got to continue to elevate and ascend with their talent and play on the field.
Yeah, and it's exciting, right? To be mentioned, it's exciting. To hear yourself talked about on shows and to be a team that's getting respect is great. Now, let's keep pushing that pedal to the floor to be the best team we can be.
Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. Second down coming. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Power football with the run. Boom. Breaks the tackle. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Gator!
And they talked about it this week with us. They talked about wanting to start this football game fast. Nothing like taking the opening possession, using your script to your advantage, and then getting closer and exerting your physicality, running the football in, off to a hot start for this offense.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Florida State's offense will go to work for the first time. And for their sake, they better hope they've solved some of the turnover and protection issues that just plagued them in a nightmare of a game last weekend.
It was not a good performance. And this offense has got to grow. It's got to get better. And they've got to find some ways to move the football. They've got to throw the football, but they can't turn it over. Just those are the critical mistakes. More games are lost than won. And last week, too many turnovers for this quarterback.
Well, they just had too many negative plays and too many turnovers in that game to win. They believe they've got the dudes offensively to win games so long as they stay on schedule. But when you're going backwards and you're giving the offense on the other side more possessions because you turn it over, that's a recipe for disaster, and that's something they have to be able to avoid in this game.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offensive success.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The Seminoles in a good spot here with second and short. Looking to throw, it's Castellanos. Finds his man, it's Williams. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
Defense did a great job. Third and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel in the ground. They're able to break on the ball and force the incompletion.
Got a little space. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. The Noles are flying down the field. They'll ride the hot hand. And the offense went right back to their man, and this time the defense was ready to stop him.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
He stopped at the 32, picks up 10 on the play and gets the first down. And the Seminoles come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Got it in the middle, it's White. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Play number 9 on this drive. Lost the fire on second down. Got it in the middle, it's McCoy. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. From the 22 on first and 10. To throw again. Flips it out on the screen. Oh, a lot of space. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
And there you go. You see, you don't have to throw bombs to get big plays in the passing game. Just screen it to your running back. As soon as he catches it, he gets upfield. And how about the downfield blocking by these linemen and the wide receivers as they rip off that explosive play.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
And he'll be shoved out of bounds right at the 4-yard line. Now on the ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. Back to throw, it's Castellanos. It's complete to the right. Touchdown Seminoles! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. The extra point here would tie the game.
Nice pitch and catch. This receiver and quarterback have done this thousands of times. Finds the open man, throws a strike. The receiver does the rest, gets into the end zone.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Gators sending the offense back to work. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
There was a nice job in play calling too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Quickly out to the tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion. They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll take a deep shot here. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. The Gators send out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Steps away. Gets rid of it. It'll be incomplete. Trying to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open.
And that's a missed opportunity. I mean, he had him open. He could have thrown that football maybe with just a little bit more touch. He had plenty of mustard on it. You could see he threw a bullet. But sometimes when those guys are wide open, you see quarterbacks just, they try to aim it a little bit too much, and it'll come up short.
The play action fake. Pressure coming. Under heat, he gets rid of it. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be 3rd down.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
The noise is deafening, trying to make sure only the Gators get out of the swamp on 3rd down. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. The Seminoles decide to punt it away. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Back to throw. It's Lagway. He's got him. And they'll move the chains, and a good way to wrap up the 1st quarter. We've got a good one going here, and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the 2nd. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Wilson. It's a seam wide open. Couldn't ask for much more there. A 1st down, and they're down to the 42. And the Gators come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw it. The short hands. It's ball. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. This rivalry only dates back to the late 50s, but what it might lack in long-term history, it more than makes up for in disdain, guys.
Well, this game certainly doesn't have the longevity historically that a lot of other rivalries have in college football, but this game always means so much. It impacts the conference championship race, the national championship race, and the Heisman Trophy race.
After the 2nd down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. And the misconnection on 3rd down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
Oh, he missed it. No good. And here in the 2nd quarter, we remain all knotted up. They'll start this drive 60 yards in front of them from their own 40. He'll start this drive going to the air. Caught in the backfield, it's Pittman. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Offense gets set for second down. To the air, it's Castellanos. Under fire. Caught near the sticks, it's White. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39. It's almost incomprehensible to think the Noles failed to break 17 points 10 times a season ago. That's a year after being prolific, Jesse. So what are the keys to regaining some form?
No, Reese, I think it's the quarterback position. I think this team was spoiled in a lot of ways when they had Jordan Travis. And they obviously had so much NFL talent surrounding him, but they had a leader. They had a guy that everybody could look at when times got tough and believe in. Someone has got to be able to establish themselves at the quarterback position for this team to get back to its winning ways.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time, man, this crowd really affected the football game.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Wide open downfield. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. And the Noles have it in scoring position on first and goal. They'll move the wide receiver. He'll set up to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Pittman. Touchdown, Noles! Haul that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I'll tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target, then make the big play, get the touchdown.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll leave it with the lone back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Caught in the backfield. It's Wilson. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw. It's Lagway. Unloads to the wideout. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete. The Gators will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Hauls it in, looking for space. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. First play of the drive comes from the 41. Makes the grab. It's Williams. Across the 45. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Moving into scoring territory at the 36 on first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. He was lurking, waiting for his opportunity, and like a gator in the swamp, he went into the roll and got that quarterback.
They did. I tell you what, when you want to be dominant in this league, if Florida wants to get back to being a dominant team, it's got to be guys like this in the trenches dominating football games.
Just got to finish the play for the wide receiver. You got to look that one in and complete it. It's a bad drop.
This crowd unhinged, trying to make sure the Gators don't back down on 3rd down. Looking to scramble. They get to him as he throws. Picked off. That's number 15 on the year. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And you wonder if that interception is going to bring this guy back down to reality a little bit. He was lights out early in this game. Everything he was throwing was right on money, and that might have been a decision where he got a little bit greedy, and David, the defense made him pay.
And this defense has seen it time and time. They've been throwing the football, having success. Nice job adjusting, breaking on the football, making a play. They needed to break serve. They needed something to happen to go their way to kind of mess this guy's rhythm up. That might be the start of it.
Sets up the screen. He stopped at the 48. They pick up a 10 on the play. Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Here's a quick throw out to the left. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the first. They'll leave it with him. Shakes off the defender. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Looking to throw, it's Lagway. Grab near the marker. It's Sturdivant. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. To the air on 1st down. Throws toward the end zone. Down to 2 minutes to play in the half, and the referee signaled for the 2-minute timeout. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Wants to go up top. Snagged in the middle. It's ball.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. That'll bring him to within 4. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Trying to beat them to the left. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Kept it on the ground on 1st down, now back to the line. Toss sweep right. Got the 1st down and more. At midfield, he's got room. Knocked out of bounds at the 46 after the good pickup on that one. The Seminoles just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. The give is to Williams. At the 35, he's loose. Turns on the Jets. Touchdown, Florida State. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
And how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a 2-minute type situation as you could have offensively. And David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the 1st half.
We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the 1st half. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Caught over the middle. It's Wilson. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. The Gators are way behind the sticks on this 3rd and forever. Leaves it with the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And the Gators line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see how they handle it. Back to throw, it's Castellanos. Time to take a shot. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And the defender is tackled, and that's how we'll run out the first half. The Gators will boot it away to start the second half. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. That's caught. It's White. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
They'll ride Davis here. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. They'll mark him down at the 37. It's a 10-yard gain. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. They'll give it to him again. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. The give to the back. He's loose. Got enough for the first. Big play. Takes him into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 47. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Seminoles look to keep this drive humming. Quick pass on the fly motion. His junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. High the chains now on 2nd and long. Scanning the field, it's Castellanos. They're setting up the screen. He gets it past the first down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks. The Seminoles come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The inside handoff. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
The noise is deafening, trying to make sure only the Gators get out of the swamp on 3rd down. Find some fresh air. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. The Noles back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Right back to the well. Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The crowd getting behind this defense as they try to get a stop in the red zone. Trying to pick it up on the ground. They got 0 push up front, and they stopped him in the backfield.
Great play by the defense there. Listen, they got to do more of this. Running backs obviously have a lot of success. They got to continue to stop this run game, be physical, and not let this guy beat him.
Catch in the middle, it's Robinson. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on.
And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Seminoles. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. And now on second down for this offense. To the air, it's Lagway. Makes the grab. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. The Gators are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. And here comes the punt team. Fourth time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Catches it cleanly at the 20. He's got great speed. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. They'll start this drive at their own 48. Looking to throw on first down. Grab behind the line. It's Pittman. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. Line getting set on second down. Back to pass. Catch in the middle. It's White. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback could throw him the ball.
Yeah, and those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
Looking to throw again. Makes the grab. It's Webster.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
He's an open space downfield. He just needed a yard on third down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
They'll run for it. Finds a little space. And the Seminoles will move the sticks with the first down.
Well, the offense at this point is just doing everything they can to not give the football back to their opponent. Even though they're up in this game, they're still going for it on fourth down. That now the third different fourth down they've converted in this game.
Grabbed over the middle. It's McCoy. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
To be honest, I think the quarterback was a little bit surprised himself at the play call that came in that time. You've got a 3-possession lead here in the third quarter of this game. You're probably expecting some short throws, some runs. This play caller is still asking for shot plays. And listen, if you're the quarterback, you're happy to oblige. When you've got the playmakers you have offensively, just keep chucking them.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Trying to turn the corner on the left. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. To the air, it's Castellanos. It's complete on the right side. Touchdown, Noles! And the pummeling has started. He is dialed in. David, remember when we called Jameis Winston's debut? 27 passes, not one hit the ground. The 2 incompletions were caught out of bounds. This guy's locked in like that.
Locked in, dialed in. And when you're compared to Jameis Winston, and by the way, I mean, he was in fuego that night. It was awesome to be there. Those are the kind of guys that catapult you to the next level and bring Florida State back.
One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. The kickoff team is on the field, and we're ready to get this one underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Grabbed in the middle. It's Wilson. And he showed himself to be a regular Spinderella, but not a lot of room to run. Let's see what they've got on second down. Give to the running back. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Let's see how they set the tone on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Sturdivant. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. He's going to lose a yard on that one. And the Gators are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Drop play, quarterback keeps it. Oh, he's got some space. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. The Gators have this offense rolling. Back to pass, it's Lagway. Makes the grab. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
They'll give him 1 to the 28-yard line. They'll snap it from the 28 in field goal range, but it's 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking down the middle. He caught him. He stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it 1st and goal from the 1.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Florida!
And the offense continues to run the football. The 2nd rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes continue to feed this man the ball.
And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. The deficit is huge. This one is all but over, but they'll keep trying and line up for the onside kick. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
They'll try the right side. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get it done.
Makes a stop in the backfield, he'll lose 4.
We've seen this guy have tons of success. He had over 100 yards right before that run, but defense gets the better of him there. Nice job of adjusting up front. Good job being physical by that D-line, too.
Big tight end makes the grab. It's a 1st down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Seminoles getting set on 1st and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. To throw, it's Castellanos. Gets it out fast. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield. But how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Looking to fire. Got it in the middle. It's Spike. He'll go out of bounds, and he steps out right at the 8-yard line, and this offense is in business.
This is so interesting right now watching this offense stay aggressive. They've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and you're thinking at home, we got to just run the ball and try to bleed the clock. They found...
Touchdown, Florida State! And the punishment has been extended. That Seminole war chant is getting louder as Florida State has built a big lead.
The Seminoles have been able to seize the momentum here in the second half, and they are now running away with this thing. Big plays all over the field have the Noles now looking good.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. That might be overdoing it, keeping it away from the return man as the kickoff goes out of bounds.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
Don't know if the defense will appreciate having to defend a short field from the start after that penalty. Looking downfield on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Wilson. Right down the gut of the field. Touchdown, Gator! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And that is a beautiful throw. Get it to your receiver quickly. Let him do the rest. Making the quarterback look good. And if you watched Florida football back in the day, that is exactly why Jesse Palmer had a job. Throw it to elite wide receivers that make their quarterback look really good.
He'll try to tack on one more. Splits those uprights right in half. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here. They're on it, and they get it back for another drive.
And it starts with the kick, right? You got to keep the top of the football, get a good bounce, get kind of lucky, right? Like it's got to bounce off the guys, and the kick team was ready. Pounced on the football, they got the ball, and got some momentum.
Safe completion on the screen. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
Bounced out of bounds at the 43-yard line. It's third down, and the line to gain is the 36. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half.
Timeout, Florida State.
Let's go. It's third down, and the line to gain is the 36. Got it behind the line. It's Wilson. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. Got the quick pass. He'll step out of bounds. He's at the 33-yard line. And this center downs gets started from the 33, first and 10. To the air, it's Lagway. Fires to the tight end. No chance to run, but they still move it forward. The Gators want to pick up the tempo. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. Here comes the offense on second down. Wants to go up top. Finds his man. It's Wilson. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Wants to go up top on first down. Using the quick game. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Caught behind the line. It's Wilson.
Screen pass just not working there. You figure at this point of the game, trailing, you're going to have to be more aggressive and take some shots. You usually run screen passes when you think there's going to be a blitz, but because the defense has the lead, they're just sitting back and playing big zones.
He steps out of bounds, but it'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal.
Well, this offense has a ton of work left ahead of them here in this 2-minute situation late in the game, but the drive off to a good start. You get the 1st down, you get out of bounds, you're working the perimeter of the field.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Florida!
Nice job by the offense going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. Still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go over there and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football game.
All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets them up at the 26 with the 1st down. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Steps out of bounds just inside the 20. They'll mark him down at the 18. Wouldn't be surprised to see them go right back to the run on 2nd down and maybe put this thing away. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. They'll make the stop, but that 1st down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. And the Noles come to the line with a new set of downs. The give to Davis. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. Wide receiver going in motion. Dropping back, it's Castellanos. Pulls it in. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
I don't know that there's a harder position in football to play than quarterback. You know, all the space in the game, the speed of the game, the big bodies out wide, but to be able to break on those short.
And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Seminoles.
And how about it? Everyone getting involved, getting the big tight end involved. This offense has done an unbelievable job scoring points. This defense has had no answers. Just keep it rolling, offense.
Flushed out of the pocket. Looking, trying to escape, cannot. The sack thwarts the 2-point try. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Going right to work up top. Caught over the middle. It's Wilson. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the 1st down, but a good gain on that play. And they'll spike the ball to try to save as much time as they can. And the Gators are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. Got his man downfield. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Quick snap and a spike to stop the clock. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to pass. Finds the tight end. Out of bounds, right at the 20-yard line. Edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on a score. Just outside the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 21. Looking for a man. It's Lagway. Tight end finds a soft spot. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. It was vitriolic, it was intense, and it went to the Seminoles as Florida State will dine on Gator after winning in this rivalry matchup. Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. I'm sure they would have liked to have locked up a bowl trip much earlier in the season.